Hello friends, myself Professor P.V. Shinde, Department of Soil Science and Agricultural Chemistry, Kekewa College of Agriculture, Nasik. Today I am going to giving the information on soil degradation, soil quality and soil health. Friends, this video is only for educational purpose, not for commercial use.
Let us see soil degradation. Soil degradation is the decline in soil condition caused by its improper use or poor management. Then what is the degraded soil? Soil having unfavorable physicochemical and biological condition that it is unsuitable for agriculture production unless reclaimed. This figure indicates the various soil degradation problems. In India, total geographical area is of 329 million hectare. Out of that, 187 million hectare representing 57% of the total geographical area of the country has been suffering from different kinds of soil degradation problems. Also, water erosion is the major problem causing loss of topsoil in 140 million hectare and terrain deformation that is 13 million hectare. There is also main soil degradation problem, that is wind erosion. Wind erosion is dominant in western region causing loss of topsoil in 10 million hectare and terrain deformation in 3.5 million hectare. The chemical deterioration is also important factors which is responsible for soil degradation is observed in 15 million hectare causing salinization in 11 million hectare and loss of nutrients and organic matter in 4 million hectare. The physical deteriorations, especially waterlogging, is another major problem affecting the soil degradation. It affects 11.6 million hectare of total land area that causes anaerobic condition resulting in increased availability of some elements such as iron, manganese to cause toxicity to the plant growth. Unless these problems are addressed, it will be difficult to sustain agriculture production. There are different forms of or types of soil degradation like water erosion, wind erosion, soil fertility decline, waterlogging, salinity, then lowering of the water table, loss of organic matter, soil acidity or alkalinity, soil structure decline, mass movement, and soil contamination. What is the water erosion? Water erosion covers all forms of soil erosion by water, including sheet and rill erosion and revenue. Human-induced intensification of landsliding caused by vegetative clearance. It is very harmful uh, erosion which is responsible for majority of soil degradation. The next one is the wind erosion, refers to loss of soil by wind occurring primarily in dry region. It happen in dry region area. The next one is the soil fertility decline. It is the more precisely described as deterioration in soil physical, chemical and biological properties. Waterlogging. Waterlogging refers the lowering in land productivity through the rise in groundwater close to the soil surface area. Next important parameter, or we can say type of soil degradation, that is salinity. Salinity increase the salt content. It may be soluble salt or sodium salts, which is very hazardous to physical properties or physical properties, chemical properties and also biological properties. The next one is the lowering of the water table. It is self-explanatory form of land degradation brought about through tube well pumping of groundwater for irrigation exceeding the natural recharge capacity. Then next one is the loss of organic matter. By soil degradation there is loss of organic matter, increase or decrease the soil acidity or alkalinity, soil structure is also declined. Then mass movement of soil is also happen in soil degradation. Soil contamination like air pollution, then polluted elements, or we can say heavy metals, is also increase in that soil contaminations. Here we see the factors of soil degradation, or factors which are responsible for soil degradation. In soil inherent properties, there are different factors which are responsible for soil degradation. Likewise, physical factors, biological factors, chemical factors, horizonation, and parent material. In climate, also there are different factors like precipitation, season, evapotranspiration, and temperature. Next factor, that is terrain. In terrain, slope, drainage density, landscape position, it is also important parameter for soil degradation. The next one is the vegetation. In vegetation, biomass, biodiversity, and succession is also responsible for soil degradation.
Here we see the different causes of soil degradation or factors which are responsible for soil degradation. In that, number one is the biophysical. In biophysical, improper cultivation practices, land use, cropping system, soil and crop management. In soil and crop management, there is tillage and drainage is also important factor. Misuse or excess use of fertilizers, deforestation, industrial and mining activities, urbanization, and overgrazing.
There are different main soil degradation processes, like number one is the processes of soil degradation that result in degradation of soil physical properties, include surface crusting and compaction. Surface crusting and compaction through the impact of raindrops, animal hooves, and farm machinery. Loss of soil structure through the excessive tillage and loss of soil organic matter. Here the picture shows how raindrop impact on soil surface. Another factor, that is soil subsoil compaction. Here we can see the difference between porous soil and surface compact soil. Here we see there is the different character, like tightly packed crumbs are seen, while large blocks with few cracks, and also subsoil compaction is happened in this figure we can see. Second process of soil degradation that result in degradation of soil hydrological properties include aridification, then water logging. Aridification involving the decrease in soil moisture availability, typically due to the reduced rainwater infiltration following deteriorations in the soil physical structure. Waterlogging, a rise in the water table close to the soil surface due to poor irrigation practices or loss of deep-rooted vegetation whose water needs would have kept the water table low. Third process of soil degradation that result in degradation of soil chemical properties include decline in number and availability of soil nutrients like NPK, secondary and trace elements, for example through leaching, gaseous losses, removal in harvested products, chemical imbalances and toxicities, for example through the application of inappropriate types and quantities of fertilizer, pesticides, etc. Then changes in soil pH, that is soil become acidic or alkaline, or we can say acidification and alkalinization takes place. Then salinization means buildup of salt through poor irrigation practices in cropland and poor grazing practices in grassland. Then fifth number one is the chemical pollution from overuse of agrochemicals, plastic mulches, or poor management of industrial and mining wastage. And fourth process of soil degradation that result in degradation of soil biological properties, which includes reduction in soil microorganisms, or activity of beneficial soil organisms such as bacteria, rhizobia, mycorrhiza, earthworm or termites. Then next one is the increase in the number of harmful and activity of, or we can say activity of harmful microorganisms such as nematodes, parasites, weeds, etc. Here we see the soil quality and soil health. There are different factors on which soil health is depend, like soil quality. Soil quality is the summation of biological, chemical and physical properties. Then management influences, that is human and other factors which influence the management practices. Likewise sunlight, rain and gases on which soil condition is depend, and also on soil condition soil health is depend. What is soil quality? Soil quality is the fitness of specific kind of soil to function within its capacity and within natural or managed ecosystem boundaries to sustain plant and animal productivity, maintain or enhance water and air quality, and support human health and habitations. Like soil health. What is soil health? Soil health is the continued capacity of soil to function as a vital living system within ecosystem is called as soil health, and this picture shows the soil quality which provides the foundation for environmental quality and sustainable use. Let us see the concept of soil quality. Why do we need soil quality concept? We need soil quality concept for people active in production agriculture. It may mean highly productive land and sustaining or enhancing productivity, maximizing profits or maintaining the soil resource for future generation. Likewise, consumers, it may be mean plentiful, healthful and inexpensive food for present and future generation. For naturalists, it may mean soil in harmony with the landscape and its surrounding. For the environmentalist, it may mean soil functioning at its potential in an ecosystem with respect to maintenance or enhancement of biodiversity, water quality, nutrient cycling and biomass production. Here we see the soil quality indicators. Soil quality indicators are very important in assessment of soil health. Soil quality indicators to evaluate how well soil functions, since soil functions often cannot be directly measured. Measuring soil quality is an exercise in identifying soil properties that are responsive to management, affect or correlate with environmental outcomes, and are capable of being precisely measured within certain technical and economic constraints. Soil quality indicators may be qualitative or quantitative. Qualitative, for example, drainage is fast, and quantitative, for example, infiltration rate of that particular soil is 2 centimeter per hour. Here we see the different indicators like soil physical indicators, soil biological indicators and soil chemical indicators. In soil physical indicators, the different physical properties are involved like bulk density, water holding capacity, aggregate stability, hydraulic conductivity. In biological indicators, likewise soil enzymes, microbial biomass, carbon, soil respiration, metabolic content. Soil chemical properties indicates soil organic carbon, total organic carbon, available nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, micronutrients like iron, manganese, copper, zinc. Let us see what are the different functions of healthy soil. All we should know the functions of healthy soils, like healthy soils gives us clean air and water, bountiful crops and forests, productive grazing land, diverse wildlife and beautiful landscapes. Soil does all this by performing 5 essential functions like regulating water. Soil helps control where rain, snow melt and irrigation water goes. Water and dissolved solutes flow over the land or into and through the soil. Sustaining plant and animal life, the diversity and productivity of living things depends on soil. Next function, that is filtering and buffering potential pollutants. The minerals and microbes in soil are responsible for filtering, buffering, degrading, immobilizing and detoxifying organic and inorganic materials, including industrial and municipal byproducts and atmospheric deposit. Cycling nutrients. Next important functions of healthy soil, that is cycling of nutrients, which are very important point regarding soil fertility. That is carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus and many other nutrients are stored, transformed and cycle in the soil. The next function, that is physical stability and support. This point is regarding to soil physical properties, like soil structures provides a medium for plant roots. Soils also provide support for human structure and protection for archaeological treasures.
Friends, by using different strategies, we can minimize or prevent the soil degradation by using management practices like mulching, conservation tillage, use of cover crops grown in rotation with grain crops, use of forestry techniques, and liberal use of organic manures. By this using management practices, we can sustain the soil quality and soil health. Thank you.